Madrid is one of the best city breaks in Europe, beloved for its cultural landmarks, vivacious art scene, and beautiful restaurants. These elements are also present within some of the best hotels in Madrid, where you can stay in historic palaces, art gallery meets hotel hybrids, or in an unassuming address with its own Michelin-starred restaurant. Then, there are the low-key stays, from new-gen hostels and neighborhood apartment setups. And the scene is still growing. The Four Seasons and Mandarin Oriental recently opened in the Spanish capital. These are some of the top hotels in Madrid, in no particular order. This famous address has been drawing diplomats and celebrities for years. Its position on the Paseo de la Castellana surely helps, but it's the service that wins back repeat visitors. The Thomas Urquijo-designed interiors still feel fresh, spruced up by recent additions such as twistable reading lights and huge flat-screen TVs. Try the famous Peking duck in the Chinese restaurant Siyang, or pop in, as locals do, for afternoon tea or a cocktail in the breezy garden courtyard. The bar's impressive whiskey collection spans several continents. Booking the Real Suite brings perks such as free airport transfers and a spa treatment, along with a grand piano to tinkle on. After honeymooning at the Ritz in Paris and London, King Alfonso XIII wanted Madrid to have its own Ritz, so much so that he financed it himself. Since its opening in 1910, the Belle Epoque Hotel has lived many lives and been a home away from home for royalty and rock stars, modish madrileños, and mere aristocracy. Its most recent incarnation involved the largest renovation in its 110-year history, opening in 2021 to reveal a Roaring Twenties 2.0 approach. There are now 100 rooms and 53 suites, all supremely comfortable with rain showers and separate tubs, supplied with Natura Bise products. You can take your pick from the 5 restaurants and bars, but don't miss an afternoon of scones with clotted cream in the leafy palm court. This is where the concept of afternoon tea was introduced to Madrid. Blink twice and you might miss the entrance to this unassuming hotel, tucked away behind sliding doors on a polished Salamanca street. A marble staircase leads up to sizable rooms and bathrooms, where windows galore open to the quiet garden courtyard or the main street in front. What sets this apart, however, is the Ramon Freixa Madrid dining room, which has 2 Michelin stars and the menu creativity to prove it. Galician veal cheek or Jurassic oyster with white chocolate and bone marrow, anyone? Make a reservation weeks in advance, otherwise dozens of madrileños will beat you to it. For those unable to secure a spot at the dinner table, never fear. The chef also oversees the breakfast spread. Neatly set just beyond the fray of one of the Gran Via's busiest locations, close to the Boho Chueca district, this hotel is party to some of Madrid's most classic views. A lone doorman welcomes guests up the stairs to a lift that whisks them to the chic rooftop reception. But the magic begins on the rooftop terrace, which looks over towards the angel-topped dome of the city's famous Metropolis building. All rooms have bespoke leather furnishings and Majorcan bath potions, but try to book one of the prized bedrooms at the front of the hotel. For years, madrileños avoided the streets around Puerta del Sol, moaning about the deterioration of a once grand downtown barrio that had become a monstrous building site. But since the Four Seasons opened its doors last September, the complaints have turned into compliments. Standing proudly on the corner of Calle Sevilla and Alcalá, the Canadian-based group's first hotel in Spain has arrived with all guns blazing, promising to grant the neighborhood a new lease of life. It is already giving the capital's smartest places to stay a run for their money. The hotel is part of a large project that includes private residences, shops, and a food market. And the building's ornate 19th century facade and opulent interiors have been preserved, including the double-height lobby with its ivy green marble columns and stained glass roof. You won't find cutting edge here, but there are no rough edges either. Everything breathes quality, from the solid walnut floors and alpajara carpets to the faultless soundproofing and refreshingly user-friendly lighting systems. There's a delicate touch in the design that seems just right for an age that is tired of glitz. Service manages the deft trick of being both briskly efficient and charmingly Spanish. The Four Seasons sets the bar high, but clears it without breaking a sweat. The undisputed Grand Dame Hotel of Madrid, based on a clever idea King Alfonso XIII had just before World War I, faces Plaza Neptuno's fountains and one of the world's seriously great art museums, El Prado. Whether you stay here or not, save time for a cocktail in La Rotonda lobby bar beneath the famous stained glass cupola, and have a wander around the hotel's small museum, which reveals its life over the past century, name-dropping Hemingway, Picasso, the Rolling Stones, and Dali, who was fond of doodling on the walls. Bedrooms are defined by a restrained Belle Epoque elegance, with a newfound focus on well-being, superfood ingredients on the room service menus, white tea-scented bathroom bottles, and beds that will swallow you up whole. At Details in Luxury, we curate the finest and most luxurious hotel rooms, suites, restaurants, and things to do from around the world. We hope you enjoyed our video. Feel free to check out other hotels and resort videos in the channel. We would appreciate it if you could leave us a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.